have a record from the Accountant General of the Federation that FERMA got a sum of 60 billion naira, 60 billion naira for the COVID-19 intervention fund. And we have a submission from the organization also confirming a receipt of a sum of 60 billion naira. So the figures tally on the receipts, the release and the receipt. What we need to look at is the utilization of the funds for the period in question. 60 billion naira released by the federal government to FERMA for the purpose of combating either the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic or reboosting the economy as a result of the various lockdowns occasioned by the pandemic. So, MD, we have your presentation here. Your presentation is, how many pages now? They are not, are they paged? Okay, you didn't page your documents. But we can see a total of like 193 projects. A total of 193 projects, which FERMA claimed to have executed with a sum of 59.991 million naira. 59,991 million naira. So the MD, do you want to make your presentation right now?
Thanks, sir. Having had the opportunity to be here and observe proceedings since morning, I would like to plead, if it's okay with the honorable members of the committee, that we step down our presentation today and go back and come up with all the necessary documentation that backs up our submission.
In this document that you have submitted, or you want to withdraw this particular volume, or you want to provide additional volumes of the document? Which one are you asking to be allowed to?
Additional volumes, sir.
Okay, so you adopt this as your document. Can you say that?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Honorable colleagues, that is the request from FERMA. They're asking to be stepped down and given a new date to be able to provide further documentations on the expenditure of a sum of 60 billion naira received as COVID intervention fund. Comments, questions, observations? Yeah, Honorable Akinsi.
Mr. Chairman, my leaders, I want to thank you for this opportunity. Mr. MD, I say congratulations again. My name is Engineer Tunji Akinsi. I am a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I represent the industrious people of Ado-Oduota, Federal Constituency. I'm from Ogun State. Whilst my chairman will rule on the request, I only want to say that once the ruling is positive, that is positive to your side that you provide other documents or supporting documents. I want to plead that the documents should come with the letters of award and details of every of the things that got carried out. And I have a particular reason for saying that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable colleague. Any other observation, any comment? Yes, please. Yes, please, Honorable Kuye.
Thank you, my chairman, distinguished colleagues, for yielding the floor to me. In view of the admission by the chairman that the adopted document herein is not in tandem with the request made by the committee, to them, I want to plead with our honorable colleagues to permit them to go and properly prepare these documents and come at a later date. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Honorable. An organization headquartered here in Abuja. If I'm not mistaken, your head office is somewhere around Aminu Kano Crescent, you will say. And FERMA got a letter to make presentation to this committee and failed to meet up with the timeline provided in that letter requesting for the document. It took a personal call to a few members of their management staff before they eventually yielded to the request to submit any form of document. And then you submitted a document that is also far, far, far from being adequate for the purpose of this investigation. And I am not one that imputes motive into whatever anyone does, but I want to let FERMA realize that this is a very, very important investigation. Very, very important. Important not only to the National Assembly, but to Nigerians. Because whatever happened yesterday will tell what is likely to happen today and tomorrow. We do not pray for any other pandemic, but prayers alone are not sufficient. You could have any other pandemic arising, and then if we are not accountable with the way we managed the last one, we will lower our standard in the eyes of the international community, and they may not want to offer us any form of support, apart from the fact that we may not be able to cope with it. So the committee does not find that pleasant at all, that it took us having to make calls before you even responded at all. Those who were in Jalingo, in Asaba, everywhere, responded. But you in Abuja here, the letter will get to you in one day. Didn't do so. But because honorable members have pleaded that we should grant this request, I will have no choice but to yield to this request and grant you an extension of time. But that extension of time will be very, very short. And we'll be asking you to appear before the committee on Monday, 4th of December, 2023 at 2 p.m. Monday 4th, that's Monday next week, at 2 p.m. is your next date of appearance, and we expect that before then you will make copies of your additional documents available to this honorable committee as so. Thank you.
And MD, just before you go, I noticed equally that, because some of the works that you did were done under emergency procurement. You needed some approval for certain sum of money there. So maybe you need to include all of those fake approval and all of that into your next submission. Okay.